Afternoon, how are we? Welcome to another edition of Up the Reds with me, Andy Canby. So, we play Luton Town tomorrow in the Premier League at Luton. So, it's an old fashioned stadium, probably not seen the likes in the Premier League for at least, 30 years. So, yeah, it's a small, tight, old-fashioned stadium, as I say. So let's get on to Jurgen's presser. Well, some again, some I think the daft questions. They never ask you decent questions. These journos these days. So uh, first, uh, first question. Well, let's get out the first thing out of the way. Hopefully, there's some good news on Luis Diaz's father being released today. As I'm making this, I've not heard anything, but Jurgen did touch that there might be some good news coming along for that. So fingers crossed um, that will be the case. Luis, or Lucho as he's called, did train with the first team and the squad. So, staying positive. So I don't know whether he's going to be available tomorrow or he's going to be missing out. But let's hope he is going to be available because he'll be probably chomping at the bits to get back to playing football if all the reports are true about his father in the coming hours. So Jurgen, um, questions from the journos, about team spirit, etc., and what it is, and how will he find it going to Luton. And he said it will be the first time him as a manager. He said, I believe that the changing rooms are small, but he says there's a pitch out there, 11v11, and that's what he's looking forward to. So little things like small changing rooms don't affect him. It's what happens on the football pitch. He's very buoyant about the game. It's going to be an interesting challenge. I actually watched Aston Villa versus Luton. They were away from home, but they seemed to play 5-3-2 and try to counter attack on that. But they don't play as units, so there's lots of gaps at the back for them. So I'm hoping Mo is going to have a field day on the left hand side. Likewise, whoever plays on the right. The full-backs do like to charge up, and then it's a bit of a gun-ho defending wise. So yeah, it'll be interesting from that. Team spirit, he said he's fantastic at the club, especially after the lads looking after Luis Diaz with what's gone on with him at the moment. It's I think it's taken him a bit by surprise how well they are. Somebody asked about Darwin Núñez, is this his season, etc., and he said, look, he's still learning. It's very difficult coming from a foreign country, not having English as your first language, and now he's settled in this season. He's speaking a lot of English. Even Jurgen couldn't sort of like communicate with him. I think he had Thiago last season doing it on his behalf, but he's saying that the lads have all got a close relationship. He said the camaraderie and the closeness of the camp is really good. Now, that really bodes well for the future, for not just for Liverpool, but any football team that you run. You've got to have that spirit for you to to take to games, and it's really good to know. I mean, we can see that from the stands. Those of us lucky of us who have been to watch them this season. I've not been one of them. I'll be honest. It's murder getting tickets to the home games, and obviously the more success they have on the pitch this season, and with the Annie Road stand not quite complete, tickets are going to be like gold dust. But yeah, so yeah, he said the camaraderie is good. He mentioned players like Gakpo coming back from injury, how well they're doing, Ryan Gravenberch, how well they're doing. He also mentioned about last season. He keeps touching about last season, how when Gakpo came in, it wasn't his natural position to play, but he played him in 2 or 3 different positions, and he's got players that can do that, and are absolutely he's absolutely loving how the Reds have started this season. You can see there's a bounce about Jurgen this season. I mean, he kept on saying last season, look, we have to keep going, we have to keep finding solutions. Well, this season, it's not about finding solutions, it's just carrying on as the way they are, which is great to see. So yeah, expect obviously lots of changes to be made from the game against Bournemouth. I'd say it'll be Ali, Trent, Virgil, Ibu, Simasky, midfield. You know, you've got certainly McAllister and Slobosly, and will it be Gravenberch again? I'm not so sure. Will it be Gakpo? I'm not so sure. Up front, you know, if Luis Diaz is back, you know, we've got the 5 up front to choose from. I would imagine that he would, if all goes well, he'd probably start Luis Diaz on the left, Nunes down the centre, and Mo on the right hand side. What I do know is that Luton are not very good at when players are running at them. As I say, they're a bit dishevelled as a unit. Once you start running at them, you know, they'll be panicking, etc. So we just need to be patient again, like we have been doing in the last two or three games, to get us across the line. I did say at the game against Bournemouth on Wednesday night that it would have been our subs that would have win us the game, and rightly so. That's what happened. We'll have a strong bench again. Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones? Is he back? I think he is. As he served 3 of the games. So yeah, Endo. You know, Harvey Elliott. As I say, Gakpo or Gravenberch, whoever. They'll be on the bench. Gerald Kwanzaa and young Luke Chambers. So yeah, looking forward to the game. It's on Sky. Just want to mention the away support when we go away. It's been absolutely tremendous this season. You know, the lads and lasses that go down to that, the singing that you hear from them, getting behind the team, even when it's not going right. I'd like to hear more of that at Anfield, but that's another discussion for another day, because of what I perceive is happening at Anfield, especially this season, about tourist supporters getting tickets. But I'm not saying that they shouldn't get tickets, but it's probably one of my pet hates is that when they do get the tickets, put your phones away, learn the songs, get behind the team. You know, it's been sometimes a bit quiet. I know things are going well for us, but we really need to get that bit sorted out at Anfield. For me anyway. Just let me know what you guys think about that down below. Okay, but as I say, I'll leave that for another day. But the away support is absolutely fantastic, and it always has been. You know, it's a different genre of supporter going to the away games, getting behind the Reds.
So I'm going for possibly a 3-0 win on this one. I think we'll have too much firepower for anything that Luton can fire at us at Kenilworth Road. Right, okay. I'm going to watch the game tomorrow. I'll give you my feedback at some point early tomorrow evening, possibly an hour after the game or something. So if you like what I'm doing at Up the Reds, please smash us a like. Okay, please leave your comments below. Anything that you want me to bring up on here, I don't mind giving you my opinion. It's only opinion. It might be wrong to some of you, it might be right for others, but that's what football's about, and that's why we love it so much. So, as I say, give us a like, share the video, and subscribe. Okay, doing it for free because I like to do it. It's what I enjoy doing, talking about Liverpool. People have asked me to talk about other teams. I will eventually, but there's so many YouTube pundits, shall we call them, already doing that. So eventually, I'll probably get around to doing that. But I just like to talk about all things Liverpool. Right, okay. I'm off now to make a prawn curry. I know it's non-Liverpool related, but that's what I'm going to do. Have a boss evening, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Up the Reds.